Alright, 2 packages arrived today, one from Right Stuff. I'm trying to remember what was in here, because this isn't Hyouka. I think that shipped earlier today, and I'm actually looking forward to that one, but this was, oh yeah, Occultic 9. I'm just being careful here because, you know, they have a receipt with the address on it. There we go. And, you know, more post-it notes and saving it. Then we got somewhere around here, or top here. This is a pretty big yellow manila envelope. At least it didn't fall on the ground. Okay, let's see. Well, let's start with the Joker game, whatever this is. I mean, the name certainly piques interest, but so this doesn't say complete collection. It says, oh no, this says complete series episodes 1 through 12. Okay. So, oh look, regions A and B, and there's an English dub. Wild Card of War. So is this like a kind of World War II-esque Prohibition era sort of, I don't know. It seems a very noir style. I'm just seeing the guy with the sword there and thinking, you know, very Japan noir style. We got the 2 DVDs and we have the 2 Blu-rays. People. But I don't know what to make of this otherwise. It looks intriguing. Probably be fun to watch. I'll probably just never ever have a chance to get around to it. Here we have Hyouka Part 2. Assuming I can even remember what happened the first time. Region A only. English dub. I'm wondering if this is the high priority watch for this week. Yeah, whatever. If I watch it, I will watch it. If I don't, Blu-ray. And it's kind of hard to see from this one from this angle, but DVD 3, DVD 4. Alright. And then invertible cover-ish. Kind of. Dance with Devils. So I'm just trying to make sure, you know, these look somewhat androgynous, but I'm pretty sure they're guys. This looks like a regions A and B English dub. Okay, that's cool. Because swept up in a devil's tango. Because this is complete series. So I'm not seeing episodes 1 through 12. It's interesting how I think these are all Funimation releases. Where does it say? It probably says on the side here. Yeah, although it's interesting because this one, Crunchyroll, Funimation, blah blah blah, Funimation, blah blah blah, and then this one's just Funimation. Huh, is everything this week Funimation releases except Occultic 9? Interesting. But yeah, you know, this looks like a reverse harem show. The name certainly got me curious. But, yeah, as usual, I guess I'm just accepting the fact that, there we go, couldn't see that red-haired guy, okay, these two, they seem to be your mains, everybody else is, yeah, it's a curiosity, and then, this, Funimation, this is a very Funimation-y week, I guess, so we got Puzzles and Dragons X, Part 1. Okay, this one's actually part 1, and I didn't look at the back, but let's get this plastic all the way off, because I also see this as regions A and B, and it's English dubbed. I'm a little curious. I've seen some imagery related to the games of this. I didn't get the impression it was necessarily story heavy, but I don't know. That, I guess, never stopped people from making stuff, so I'd have to watch it. What does that say? That says part 1, okay. Blu-ray. I mean, these have all been the same, the 2 Blu-rays here, and then, oh jeez, now the DVDs are the same colors. They're all the same creature. DVD 1, DVD 2. So it looks very young shonen-y, but you know, I don't know. It could be okay. Maybe even good. That green person's character design is particularly intriguing. I'm not sure if they're a guy or girl. They're a little androgynous. I don't know. Doesn't matter. And then Occultic 9 features. So there's an English dub to this. I guess if I'm going to spend all this money on an Aniplex release, I'm also likely to watch it. Although, now I think about it, something I pre-ordered next month. Fate Grand Order is also dubbed, so maybe, I don't know. There's just not been as many Aniplex, Pony Canyon, and NISA releases. So let's get this off so that we can take a peek. Not that there's all that much to see. Oh, there's a number 1 down there, which is also on the sleeve, so I guess I'm doing whatever. I don't know why. Maybe I would if I actually watch it. That goes in there. Let's take a peek at the other stuff real quick. We got Occultic 9 special booklet. I don't know. You know, I can't see it all very well, but that's okay. Questionnaire. And then we got the discs. One of which is loose. Yeah, I don't know what this series is about. It's kind of hard to tell from the cover. Something about it reminds me of Persona, but I've also never watched Persona, so I don't know if that's just a weird thing or something. Anyways, it's small, but here's this week's anime DVD collection update. I don't know. So, I was prioritizing the watching of Chihayafuru until Monster Musume arrived. So what I decided to do was finish the first disc of this. You know, that's 9 episodes, or 9 poems. So that's about, well, a little past the third, but you know, the third-ish of the way through the series. And it was definitely getting better. I think last week, had I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes maybe. So the next 6, you know, it's gaining better speed, being more interesting. I always thought, you know, based on the rating, based on how little I liked the childhood thing, and based on my personal analysis of the childhood part of it, I didn't see that part driving the series as strongly as maybe some of the later stuff. And I don't know if it's necessarily as good as I would think based on the rating, but you know, maybe there's just some incompatibility. But at the same time, it's enjoyable to watch for sure, which maybe is contradictory. I don't know. I'm just trying to think despite a headache, and I don't know. I'll probably resume watching this soon-ish. Hyouka was a major other thing. I don't know. And of course, like I mentioned, I started watching Monster Musume. So I guess I see. I've watched the 12-episode series, and it's a pretty fun series. I'm not sure if it's necessarily my favorite harem show, per se, but it's definitely very watchable. It starts out in the beginning with, I'd say it starts out on a pretty strong foot, because no matter which monster girl you are most intrigued by, it starts with Lamia, and it's got some pretty good slapstick to it. And I guess I don't want to go into too much detail because, you know, you might not sure if you want to watch it or not and then want to give it a shot. And I think it's amusing. It got some chuckles. And I guess, yeah, there's just, as they introduce more characters and more stuff, you know, it stays good. They are pretty distinctive, and they're not, I was going to say they're not, it doesn't feel like he just has this checklist of, okay, he has to do this stuff for them. They feel like they're there living. It feels kind of realistic, give or take the fact that they're all monster girls. And that I don't know why he would be the perfect person in the world, but, you know, he's pretty cool to watch. It's nice that they kind of took a break away from, or it's nice to have something that's a break away from the stereotypical, oh yeah, he's in high school and socially awkward and we're all gonna laugh about that or something. This one, yeah, it's neat, but I don't know. Outside of that, obviously I've been splatooning, but I'm taking a break because these piles are creeping forward too much, so I need to start handling those as a project. And I can't do that in Splatoon at the same time because Splatoon is a little too intense. But I can do that in Super Mario Maker at the same time, so I ended up, because I've been watching random YouTube videos, learning about a mechanism that I didn't know was there, so I decided to, it gave me an idea for a stage to try making, and then of course I like to make them in groups of 4, and now because that activity was happening, I finally surpassed 50 stars over the weekend, can upload 20, so I uploaded a lot more, and I guess the only project I really have left right now, since I don't have any ideas for more stages, is to completely remake one of my stages from scratch, because I get the impression Nintendo maybe had a bug in their system, which was deleting stuff off of their servers, which it was supposed to, but then permabanning them so that you just can't upload them ever again. And I think this was a bug because when I started actually searching for it, there was some YouTuber who's probably got more stars on the stage that got permabanned or whatever than I have in total, and he had hundreds and hundreds of attempts, so it wasn't the kind of thing that you could actually call inactive or unfun or something like that. So something else was going on there. Couldn't even say that it was like this is a copyright because it's kind of themed on Five Nights at Freddy's, because he had other levels that were also, and they didn't get called, I guess. Anyways, that makes me think that based on his video and his follow-up video, I think Nintendo probably had some sort of bug. They didn't let people know. They didn't unban improperly banned videos or levels. Maybe they don't even know how to tell properly versus improperly apart. But it sounds like after a patch, he was able to re-upload video that was, or a level that just kept getting permabanned over and over. And so maybe I just need to remake that one stage of mine, because I mean, you can have them not be available to friends, but then again, sometimes you want them up there in case you want to give I say friends, but available to people in the community. But I wanted it to be able to be available for friends. Oh well, it's all stuff. I'll figure that out later, because I don't know. I've got all that stuff to catch up on, and like, even though I'm taking a break from Splatoon, I'm not taking a complete break, because if a Splatfest were to happen, I would want to make sure I participate in that, because, you know, Super Sea Snails are always useful. But I also am trying to stay a little focused on hitting the salmon runs when they come up, because that's usually a good source of mostly money, because money is really good for grinding, and I need to do some grinding of some gear, and that'll help. I don't know, I'm babbling. I think I should probably end this here. Y'all have a nice week.